Hey everybody, Steve Fredlund here, the Safari Dude. I'm going to be doing something different with this next series of videos. I'm actually out on the disc golf course, or soon to be out on the disc golf course, and I'm going to do a series of videos around some things that I've learned about my life, some things that even disc golf has sort of taught me. And so I'm going to record these as I go, and what's going to happen is I'm going to get sweatier and sweatier as we go, because it's about 90 degrees here in western Wisconsin, where I'm playing disc golf. I don't actually want to tell you where I am because it's sort of like having a favorite fishing hole. I love this little 9-hole course, and I don't want to tell you where I am. So if you know disc golf, you'll get little hints along the way, but that's what I'm going to do. So these are kind of enjoy these 9 lessons that I've learned about life that I think could actually help you as well. I think as I've shared these things through speaking and writing, they've resonated with a lot of people, and so I think they're going to resonate with you as well. And the reality is, it's sort of like life. As we go forward in our course, in our play, it gets hotter and hotter. We get sweatier and sweatier, and sometimes the lessons we learn happen when we're the hottest, when we're under the most pressure, when things are kind of the heat's kind of turned up. So it sort of feels that way. So we'll see how this goes. Enjoy the series. If you have ideas, thoughts that you'd like me to kind of share, please let me know. If you liked these videos, please hit the subscribe button. Tell other folks, watch the videos. That's the best thing you can do for me. But we're all going to kind of keep living life. I'm trying to live, work, and lead the Safari way, applying the principles that I've learned from Safari and life, and I want to invite you to join me. I've got a monthly newsletter. I do regular sessions over Zoom that are free. If you want to be part of this community of people trying to live life to the full, live a great adventure, man, come along. You're invited. So here we are at the first hole. This is a 198-foot par 3. You can see the edge of the tee box. It actually goes uphill, kind of winds around, but it's pretty much a straight shot. You just kind of got to make it between those 2 trees, and you can see the basket off there to the right once you get through those trees. So, wish me luck. Well, we had kind of a terrible tee shot there. We went off to the left. I'm not sure if you saw that on the video or not. But the first thing I want to talk about during this series of disc golf holes is, where are you the happiest? One of my places is out playing disc golf, but it's a question that eluded me for a number of years. I would ask the question, what makes me happy? And I didn't really know. I sort of had my life, I had my work, I had my family, I had my friends, and wasn't really thinking about what made me happy or where am I the happiest. And as I started getting serious about figuring out how I could become happier, one of the key questions was, well, what have I done that made me happy? Where am I the happiest? And I actually started making a list of things, and I would encourage you to do this. Make a list of times where you were really the happiest, like deep down authentically, not when you should have been the happiest, like birth of a child or your wedding day. Maybe those are times, but what are those things that you did? Where were those places where you were truly, authentically the happiest? Where you just laughed like nobody's business, or where you just had this great moment of being excited or happy or pleased or content or joyful, whatever that is for you. Yours are going to be different than mine. Write that down. What are those things that made you the happiest in your past? Where are those places that have made you the happiest in your past? And that's going to give you some clues as we start to unpack this, as we start to discover, how could I become happier in my own life? So I've got to take my second shot now and see if I can somehow save my par 3. Well, there's the basket up there, and here we landed back here. It's not as bad as I thought. Now it's kind of in amongst the rocks and the trees, but if we come up behind this, I don't think that's going to be too bad of a shot. So there's all these. There's our disc. We're going to have to go, we're going to go through those trees or around those trees. I think we're going to go through that opening and try to bring it back around to the left. All right, so we're going to use the same disc. Then we hit the opening and bring it back around. There we go. There we go. All right, that'll do. Yeah, so happy with my second shot. So what's on your list? What are you thinking about? For me, it's not the things that I immediately thought of. It turned out being the Bachelor show. My buddy and I did a podcast, Pete, and we did the Pete and Steve show, and we did a podcast where we interviewed people who loved the show The Bachelor. And so we put together something called a bachelor party, and we invited 10 guys who had never seen The Bachelor. We came together, we watched the finale of one of the seasons, and during the commercials, we recorded our thoughts. And it was 2 hours plus of just belly laughing and having so much fun with people as we ate and we drank, and we just had so much fun talking about the show and kind of making fun of it, kind of seeing what people liked about it. And it was just the greatest time. And so I didn't really have that in my memory initially when I started making the list, and it came to mind as I started brainstorming. And I thought, what was it about that? What was it about that moment, about feeling so free and so fun with the right people? That was so amazing. And as I thought about that, the insights have helped me so much. So as you list out those things, those times when you're the happiest, don't worry about analyzing it right now. Just make a list. For me, it was things like that. It was playing laser tag, playing 500 in college, eating pizza into the night. Just make the list. When are you the happiest? And I tell you what, one of the happiest things is the result of this second shot. So here I am by the basket. There's my disc right behind there. So a little tap in par to start. That's what we like. So for this shot, that's where my disc was. I'll just stand right behind there. For this shot, I can actually hold the camera myself, and boom, there's our par 3. On to the next hole. Remember, when have you been the happiest? Make a list. It's going to be important as you start your journey to becoming happier going forward.